Hey there again, folks. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Remember 11, The Age of Infinity. Now, last time we were trying to discern if the newspaper article was real, why we would leave the cabin. And I was feeling pretty sure about a rescue team. I think that's what I'm going to stick with. But it wouldn't be that unlikely that there could be extra supplies out there or something. Yeah. I don't know what exactly why this choice is important. Unless she comes up with a plan, and then if something else happens that doesn't go along the plan, it screws up the plan, and they die. So, yeah, we're gonna go with the rescue team. Is it because there's a rescue team there? No, that's not it. That doesn't make any sense. If that was the case, then the rescue team would have perished in the avalanche too. It's not a rescue team then. Last night, Yamugi-san and the others said they ran out of the shelter cabin because they had seen a helicopter. If we can take what they said to be true, someone risked their lives flying a helicopter into Mount Akakura during the blizzard. Knowing that a helicopter can't possibly land safely during a blizzard, and if you think about possible reasons for flying in such dangerous conditions... Oh, yeah, okay. She's thinking the helicopter dropped off the supplies or something, right? The reason that the helicopter risked those conditions to fly toward a mountain where it can't land is to drop off rescue supplies. Okay, that does make sense. It's probably what the rescue team was thinking. If there were survivors who made it out of the plane crash, then their rations and fuel would be depleted by now. That doesn't make any sense either. Because the short little bit of time that Yomogi was on the phone with that guy, didn't he say something about I thought it was further south or something like that. That they thought it was in a completely other area, and that's why they hadn't done any searching around that area. And this was before the phone call. So, unless they were like, hey, you know what, we got some extra rescue supplies. Let's just pick a random area and just drop them off. Yeah, we're thinking the plane crash happened way on south, but you know what? We'll plop them down up here in the north or something, you know what I mean? So that's why I'm a little leery about that. I might be overthinking things. It happens, though. If things went on like that, the survivors would perish. Because of the violent blizzard, and the rescue team couldn't do anything. So even then, they couldn't abandon those waiting to be rescued. That's why they risked their lives flying the helicopter. By dropping rescue supplies from the air, the survivors could hold on just a bit longer. Then when the blizzard subsides, the rescue team could be dispatched. But it was simply bad luck. The blizzard was just too strong. Because of that, they couldn't drop the supplies near the shelter cabin. So believing that the supplies would be noticed by the survivors, they made the drop at location X. This hypothesis seems to fit. At 6:53 on the 17th, we headed toward location X. There's no mistake, we went there for the same reason that I had just concluded was the case. We deduced that the drop point is 1 kilometer to the east of the cabin based on the direction of the helicopter was flying in. Even though I didn't see the helicopter yesterday, the helicopter most likely passed to the east. And that's why we, in the future, headed toward location X at dawn. And in the end, because of that decision, we were killed by the avalanche. But it's not the same this time. Thanks to that newspaper article, I reached this hypothesis at midnight. Okay, so it is AM. Okay. Anyway, at 6:53, there will be an avalanche 1 kilometer to the east of here. I know at that time we will be killed by the avalanche there. In other words, if we arrive at location X earlier than 6:53, we will be able to collect the supplies. And without getting killed in the avalanche, we can get a hold of the rations. That newspaper article from the future that we were all scared of, But now I'm able to take advantage of it for our benefit. I was pretty excited about my own deductions. Felt as if I had fought against fate and won. Well, here's a question. It's been a whole day. What would make them suddenly think that? To go there? That's why I was thinking it was a rescue team, possibly. Rescue team in position. That's a horrible static impression. Just ignore that I was doing that. But, man, horrible impression. But yeah, that's why I was thinking maybe there was like some sort of signal or something. They would go there and there'd be a rescue team supposed there, or something like that. Can even feel strength returning to my hands and feet, which up until now could only shiver helplessly. So yeah, that's something I'm wondering about. Why they would suddenly realize or think that idea without the newspaper. We can do it. We can save ourselves. Now we will save ourselves. Oh no, I mean, I was meant to read no, not now. That's a confusing sentence. I wanted to let Yomogi and the others know about my deductions, but I quickly shut my mouth. The hypothesis I come up with just now is based on the assumptions that the newspaper article is real and that Uni is actually the Uni of the future. Just making them believe these two assumptions would take until dawn. Plus, when I asked Uni whether or not he was the Uni of the future, he became frantic and worked up. If he lost control once again, it could cost him his life, but this time. Furthermore, if I told him by the time I explained everything and we finally left for location X, it could be dawn already. If that's the case, our fate will turn out exactly like in the newspaper article. I closed my eyes and took a deep breath. A small puff of white breath rose in the air. Hopefully I'm not having any, problems. Got OBS pulled up in the background some, and it's, showing, it seemed like delayed there for a moment. So hopefully everything is synced up, audio-wise, no stuttering, that sort of thing. I know I had problems with that early on when I was streaming the game. Hopefully it wouldn't be the case. I don't have anything running in the background that would, nothing that I don't normally have in the background.
Yes.
Gathering my will, I got to my feet. With everything I've got, I try to put strength back into my weakened hands and legs. My body's shivering had grown less pronounced. Perhaps my body is being warmed by the flame of hope. Placing the compass into my coat pocket, I grabbed the flashlight lying beside the stove. Putting on my gloves, I stood at the entrance of the shelter cabin. I'm going out by myself to look for location X. That'd be best for us now. Yomogi's surprised, tried to get up. But with Uni lying listlessly against him, he couldn't quite make it. Yomogi tries to stop me as he moves Uni out of the way. It's true that there's a blizzard outside. Under normal circumstances, going out there would indeed mean certain death. But I'm not like that. I'm going because I want to live. And if the sky that the god of death is waiting for me there, I'll try to evade it. Like I'll do some ninja like matrix moves and I'll go like, in the sky they'll go like that. And then, I'll be tricked when when I'm like that and he just like stomps down on my, oh crap, did I move the camera? Okay, good, I didn't move the camera. But he stomps down on my gut because I've left myself wide open to any other attack whatsoever. When you think about it, it's completely a possibility in the Matrix. Because if you do that to actually, it's really, really a bad idea to do it in like a close up fight. Even if I have to press on through the blizzard, even if I have to expose myself to danger, I want to save everyone.
みんなが生き残れるかもしれない方法を見つけたんです。
The monkey finally pushed Uni to the side and began making his way toward me. He reached out his hand and tried to grab my shoulder.
What?
Faster than Yomugi could stop me. I burst out of the shelter cabin and raced toward the snowfield. Yeah, okay, I'm fixing to... Back in a moment, guys. Okay, restarted the computer. There's nothing running but the game and OBS. Meaning the essentials, of course. So, let's hope for the best. Also, OBS updated, too, so... Maybe that's what the problem was. Maybe it was trying to do something crazy. I don't know. But let's get it back. The monkey's voice rang out behind me. I caught out through the violent winds that disturbed the snow. It was dark outside. In the darkness and the storm, with the towering peak of the mountain to the east side of the cabin in my sights, I began moving forward. Excuse me. The promised land. Cutting through the darkness of the night, with the glow of the flashlight I advanced. The roaring of the wind echoes in my ears. The furious dancing of the snow covers my field of vision. My whole body has already gone numb. Dull pain permeates the skin exposed to open air. I just pushed my way on through the snow, continuing to move forward. The slope wasn't too steep. In any other circumstances, it would be a rather easy climb. But with my strength at its limits like this, it's still quite a tough climb. Preferable to a sheer cliff, though it may be. I resolved myself to think more positively. After trudging up the hill for a while, the ascent suddenly ended. I'm at the summit. I can't see well through the darkness and falling snow, but it's all downhill from here. That's what the newspaper article said. I checked the compass. This is the right direction. I mustered my resolve and began the descent. Okay. Game. Why did it click out of the game? All I did was hit enter. Technical difficulties, I will smash him! That's always a solution. Picking up your computer and smashing it on the ground. That solves all of the technical issues at all. Why did clicking enter do that? I'm confused. Halfway down the slope, doubts begin to cloud my mind. Are the actions I'm taking the right ones? I thought that by going to location X, well before the time with it written in the newspaper, I could avoid the tragedy to come. But there is a but. Was heading to location X a bad idea to begin with? That's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking maybe they need to not go period and not die in the avalanche. By going there, am I just going to make what the newspaper foretold a reality? Would it have been better for me to stay away from location X? No, that's wrong. That's definitely wrong. I'm trying to set right what once went wrong. I'm trying to change fate. I'm trying to sever the chains of this tragedy. I really believed it. I shook my head back and forth repeatedly as though to throw off my anxiety. It'll be alright. We'll definitely survive. Definitely. After descending for a while, I began to see sparse trees. Beyond the trees, deep darkness spread out like a bottomless hole. When I used the flashlight to try and illuminate the way forward, the light made the snow clinging to the trees glitter eerily. I was scared. The earlier anxiety visited me again. In a cursed history. A fated death. But... I stepped forward once more. The snow was thick. Even taking a single step was difficult. In places where the snow was deeper, I stepped in and was buried up to my thighs. If I stopped concentrating for even a second, I'm afraid I'm going to slip. But as I advanced with determination, I found an easier way to proceed. If you move your legs after pressing the snow with your entire body, you can walk faster. Come to think of it, when we first went to the crash site, I think Yomogi walked like this as well. Is this the so-called rustling? Using my flashlight, I illuminated the watch on my wrist. It's a little past 1 o'clock. The walking speed of a normal human being is around 4 kilometers an hour. In my case, my state of depleted stamina has me walking at roughly a quarter of that speed. Ow. To walk about 1 kilometer east, I'd have to push on for 1 hour straight, and then back. Just thinking about it makes me want to faint. My strength continues to drop. My limbs are sluggish, heavy like logs. Moreover, sometimes I'm assailed by a strong vertigo. If I crouch down, I feel like I won't be able to get up again. If I stop moving, the place where I stand will become a grave. Cutting through the darkness in the snowstorm with the light of my flashlight, trying to mute the voice of terror within my mind, I advanced through the snow. Was it around 30 minutes after that? I was too tired to crouch down on the spot. My remaining strength was nearly gone. Not that I have any spare energy to keep walking. But even if I do reach location X by some miracle, will I still have the energy to go back? Besides, I still hesitated. Should I head to location X? The world giving birth to my actions, will it be a heaven overflowing with light or a hell engulfed in darkness? Can I repaint history, or will I merely repeat it? Which is it? What awaits me on the path ahead? Thoughts of my own strength, now at its limits, cross my mind together with a tinge of anxiety. What should I do? Should I retrace my steps? If I go now, I can still make it. Somehow I knew that. Dang it, game! This is a toughie. My instinct was for them not to go, for her, it'd be a good idea not to go, period. That is my first instinct. Yeah. Man, this is a tough decision. My instinct is that maybe staying in the cabin was a good idea. But I'm wanting to have her keep going. It's horrible. You know what? No. I'm going to go with my first instinct. Yeah. I'm going with my first instinct. That's what I should go for. That's what I should go with, I should say, not go for. Yeah. That will definitely change things. Whether inaction can be better than action is another thing. Because she might have a good idea. It might be a good idea to go there before the event happens. But then again, when you think about it, that might have been the event. They said something happened there. Yeah. That could actually be it. So we're gonna go back. We're gonna be like, let's go back. Hey, what's up, Yomogi? Have me a good walk. Feel a little bit better. It's better this way. I don't think I have the strength. As I thought, I really shouldn't have headed to location X. To be honest, if she went there by herself, she wouldn't be able to carry that much back. And if it's for supplies, she wouldn't be able to carry that much to the cabin anyway. Not enough to keep them alive for that much longer. And to make matters worse, it showed a lack of all common sense for an amateur like me to try to traverse the snowy mountain all alone. If I take them lightly, the fangs of that force called nature will mercilessly devour me. I don't want to die, so let's go back. I made my decision and turned back. Now, I feel like that's probably the defining moment. Possibly. Yeah, we're gonna decide. We're gonna know if it's a good idea or a bad idea. Tracks I had carved out by walking through the snow had already been erased by the blizzard. Carefully making sure I was going in the right direction with the compass, I began to walk. While I still have the strength left, let's go back. Even if it means pushing my body even further past its limits, I'll quicken my pace. The power of the storm was growing ever greater as kids run around outside, screaming. The whirling snow was blowing against my face. Furthermore, I'll have to climb back up. Although it's not that steep, it's considerably painful in my exhausted state. I was overwhelmed with loneliness. I now regret having gone out alone. I want to hurry back to the cabin where everybody's waiting. Suddenly I heard Yomogi's voice, calling me. Why would he be here? I used the flashlight to illuminate my surroundings. It's closer. I heard it again. It's dark and I can't see him. It seems like he followed after me, even though I told him to wait. But I was secretly relieved. If Yomogi's with me, then everything's alright. I don't feel alone anymore. I can return to the cabin without a problem. Gradually, I began to make out his figure in front of me. To my left, I waved my hand. As he grandiosely shrugged his shoulders, Yomogi drew closer. Without warning, he vanished. He literally just vanished. Oh, great. In an instant, Yomogi's figure, which had been but a few meters before me, had disappeared.
Yomogi-san?
That wasn't an illusion, right? It sounds that way. It can't be. Yomogi had definitely been right before my eyes. How could he just disappear instantaneously like that? I looked around me. Nobody. Only a black world.
Yomogi-san! Yomogi-san!
I heard him. I heard a groan, yet I can't see him anywhere. Oh, great. No, well... Ghost? No, I doubt it. This has gotta be a joke, right? No answer. For some reason, Yomogi's voice sounded weak, and he seemed to be in great pain. I casually pointed the flashlight toward my feet. I shivered. From where I stood, no more than a dozen centimeters ahead, there was no snow or ground. There was not a cliff, and Yomogi was clinging to the edge of a wall of snow. A cornice. A cornice? Okay. Oh my gosh, it's been a while since we've had a tilt. Oh. Whoa. Okay, apparently this is the next one. One of the next ones we're supposed to really get to. 49 out of 110. Wow. A large overhanging edge of snow on the leeward side of a mountain ridge. Larger ones can be in excess of 10 meters. Since the inside of a cornice is composed entirely of snow, it will collapse if tried and owned by a human. The presence of snow cornices make it very difficult to tell where the actual ridge ends. Okay, that's what a snow cornice is. Yomugi had stepped on the edge of an overhang of snow. That snow collapsed and fell away. He just barely clung to the protrusion made by the collapsing wall of snow, so high up that I couldn't even see the bottom when I shone the flashlight downward. My legs buckled. Fear rises from within me, setting my hair on end.
山木さん、どうしよう。私、どうしたら。
I can't stay calm. I'm panicking even though I'm not the one in danger. If I had taken just a few steps further, when he called out to me, if I had walked toward him, I would have stepped onto the cornice and fallen. The reality of that filled me with terror. Once again, fear of the forces of nature overcame me, and because of that fear, I'm unable to help Yomugi.
私、どうしよう。どうしよう、山木さん。私。落ち着け。でも、私。
But why did she think she saw him? That's something I'm wondering. Yomugi is attempting to climb up by himself. He was clinging perilously to the wall. The simple act of moving seemed extremely difficult. If he moves even slightly, I'm afraid he'll slip and fall off. He should be about a meter below me. If I stretch out my hand, I might be able to reach him. But even when I bent prone and stretched out my hand, I couldn't reach him.
僕は大丈夫だ。離れてるんだ。だって。いいから離れろ。
There's no way I can do as he says. At this rate, Yomugi is going to die. Apparently I was wrong and that wasn't the decision earlier. Well, I don't know, it might be. There's more decisions to make. I thought I was done. I thought I was done with this game. I thought I was going to hang it up like a phone for some reason, I don't know. And be like, done. Let me know how it is. Okay, crap. Decide next time what to do. So I do hope you folks enjoyed, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Farewell there, folks.